So by this point, you might be using AI to summarize articles for you or to speed up the processes of some things within your business. But the chances are you probably haven't created entire processes with it yet. And that's exactly what many business owners are already doing to be able to speed up the processes in their business already, and even to create entirely new processes that help them generate millions of dollars in profit on top of what they were already doing. So I want to go through exactly what these AI systems are and what they're capable of so that you can apply them possibly in your business too. Alright, so at this point you're basically using ChatGPT or Grok or whatever it might be to do a few different various things, whether that is something like summarizing things for you, or maybe it's just, I don't know, speeding up processes, making things more efficient for you, just saving you an extra 5-10 minutes doing something. However, this is only 5 or 10% of what you can actually do if you're fully using AI. Because just like this company that exists called NAN, which people are already using to make millions and millions of dollars, is a system that allows you to connect multiple chains of things together. It's a bit like Make or Zapier that you might have heard of before, that allow you to connect multiple processes together, and in this case, multiple manual processes to AI processes to be able to basically create an entire set of operations within the business and speed up something. Like in this case, it can onboard new employees, it can enrich security incident tickets, it can convert natural language into API calls. For sales, it can generate customer insights and reviews, and you can watch the video to get the pitch there from their demo themselves. But here's the thing, is that yes, you could just pay for that, and you could pay for NAN and you can get some of the processes. But with AI, you have the capacity to solve more than you are currently solving. And I want to give you an example, because say you fully use AI right now for some processes in your business. Let's say you have a problem, which is that you need to write a job post, right? So sure, AI can write you a job post. It can come up with all the different things, all the different points you need to be able to hire that one person, right? But that's just one step of a much bigger problem. The bigger problem you're suffering with here is you need to hire somebody, plus onboard them. So how can you actually do this to begin with? Well, you can obviously create the job posting like you've done, put it on somewhere, but that doesn't help you obviously come up with the roles you need to hire, which, so roles required, just put roles required like that. Then it would be obviously the job posts. Then it would be actually posting for hires. Then it would be actually filtering the hires. And then it would be, if I move my thing along, it would be probably organizing interviews or something like that. So I'm scheduling interviews. Now, you might not think that AI is capable of doing this entire process. And up until very recently, and even a little bit now, you would have been correct in that assumption. It wouldn't have been able to do every single part of the process here. I'm not saying it can do 100% of every single one of these. In fact, it might only be at 80% here. It might only be, it can basically do 100% of this for you pretty much. It can do 100% of this pretty much. It can filter for them, do 80% of this. And scheduling, again, it can basically do about 90% of this. So yes, it's got some drawbacks in some of these areas where you still have to have a little bit of manual human interaction. But compared to the entire process of basically hiring someone from scratch and even knowing who to hire for in the first place, this is where AI can take over. Because, for instance, actually knowing what roles are required, maybe you can have a meeting that gets summarized by the Zoom summaries or wherever else you do. And what you do is, to know the roles required, you get AI to look at your Zoom summaries, right? Your Zoom recalls, and then you get an AI bot to then work out exactly who to hire for based off those summaries. And then you find out the roles required, which then you can tell it to create job posts for those roles required. And then once it's done that, it sends all of those job posts to a Google Sheets or something, or any other spreadsheet. Then it posts them and schedules them across social media. And then from those job posts, it might create a Google Sheet again or any other spreadsheet, which then filters those job posts. And then once it sees people applying and gets their numbers into another sheet of all of the hires, you then can start scheduling interviews. And then again, it goes back into your Zoom to schedule the interviews. And that's exactly what the AI is now capable of. And this is just one area in particular with like hiring and onboarding. And this is just the hiring part. With the onboarding, you can do the exact same type of process. You allow it to create a sheet for you or have a sheet ready in place. It fills out the information based on who applies for it. And then with that information, it then looks at people's messages or maybe where they've booked an interview or something, or it looks at a message in a Slack channel to see who's confirmed an interview time. Then it books it at that time. And that is the entire process done for you. Basically like seconds worth of human interaction. So when you are just currently using it as a job posting prompt, or you're using it just to summarize an article for you, like you might be doing with ChatGPT or Grok or Claude right now, you want to realize the full capability of this. And of course, this does take time to set up, but let's say it takes you one day, takes you 7 or 8 hours to set up an entire process like this. Even if it took a week to set up this entire process with someone that knows AI well enough, that is going to save you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours and exponentially hundreds of hours into tens of thousands of hours with more people and how you hire more and more and more. And really, this is just taking over from someone that would have been doing this full time anyway. So anybody that you would hire to do this for you manually, you can now give them much higher ROI, higher priority tasks in the business and allow them to just manually oversee this and review it and make sure there's no mistakes. So it's not like you're getting rid of anybody. You're simply allowing people to have much more capacity already within the business. And so that's what I really wanted to talk about in this video today. And I really hope it helps you understand where you are possibly not fully capitalizing on AI and how you can properly use it in the business to do way more than just, hiring and onboarding, but fully go from summaries and just getting articles written for you to actually controlling entire processes in the business that can save you hours and hours and hours and really help you hopefully grow the business and make more and more money. So I really hope that helps in understanding how this can work for your business. Alrighty, so thanks very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like and consider subscribing, as well as sharing this video with anybody else you think might find this valuable too. And as always, check out the video linked in the description below to help you get more clients for your business there. But with that being said, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.